5 caves. Explorers come to a place they long for. Long Shaft Cave. With deepening, they realized that the length of the rope they were carrying was not enough. So in order to have a whole rope through, they took a deadly shortcut. But no one thought a terrible disaster was buried. This is today's cut. What Morley had to say about the Valhalla Caves. November 23, 2019. 5 Purdue University students are looking forward to it. Valhalla Cave in Alabama. Prepare for an expedition. They've been planning this for weeks. Research map. Prepare equipment. Even applied for the required permits. Valhalla. Famous for its thrilling tree well entrance. Up to 69 meters deep. It's taller than a 20-story building. Yeah, lots of experience. And for fully equipped explorers, it's a rare thrill. But for beginners, it's extremely dangerous. As soon as they got to the entrance of the cave, they found a major problem. Their longest rope wasn't long enough at all. Can't reach the bottom of the hole. The correct and safe approach should be use a hole-through rope, but the rope they had was too short. They should have waited or find more suitable equipment. But they chose a deadly knot. Connect to ropes with a Pisces knot. Although the knot is strong, but here's the thing. His position is suspended below the hole. Any descendant must stop in midair. Untie the rope. Rehook to the lower rope, like halfway to the edge of a cliff. It's as dangerous as changing trains. 21-year-old Trevor. Cole is the most experienced of the pair. He is confident about the operation, and his friends believed him. And so there wasn't much discussion. He volunteered to be the first to decide. He double-checked the equipment and fastened the seat belt. Helmet stabilizing ring locking. Descent and correct equipment. He took a deep breath. Lean back. Slowly slide into the darkness of the hole. His body is suspended. As if swallowed by a cave, the rope wrestles in the metal descender. Like a snake in low rain. Steady control of the descent speed. Above him, 4 companions looking down. Headlamps cast tense light spots on the cave walls. The name Valhalla comes from Norse mythology, a paper-heroic spirit hall. The return of the dead. Ironic considering what happens next. Trevor's breathing remains steady. He slowly descends. The aperture swept by the headlamp is gradually approaching that section, that big twisted node. It's where the ropes connect. His position. Crossing a knot in midair. It's like changing seats on a high-speed roller coaster. One hand must always be clenched. One hand operation. Trevor knows the process of agitation. Lock descender. Untie the pendant. But the training wall. Never let your feet. It is a dark abyss of more than 60 meters. He's holding his feet. Both hands start moving quickly on the equipment. Click. Uncover. Just a moment. He relies entirely on his body and friction to hang in the air. Then there was a strange noise. Not water droplets. It's not equipment creaking. The rope came down and moved, shaking like a sleeping beast. The nightmare begins. Trevor was focused and confident a second ago. In the next second, the attractive force of the base salary exploded. He fell a full 60 meters in an instant. No matter how you measure it, these are lethal heights. No echo in the movie. No exaggerated breaking sound. Only that dull sound. Final bang. His body slammed into the rocky ground. His helmet is useless at the moment. That's designed for bump, not to withstand such a devastating impact. And the guys up there froze. The brain cannot process what it has just witnessed. Trev, someone called softly. Voice trembling. Silence. Trevor is screaming this time. Still no response. Reality weighs on them more than falling. The equipment they brought? This is barely enough to support a safe start, let alone rescue. They didn't have a backup cord. There was no contingency plan. Only four terrified students remained, staring at the black hole that just swallowed its companion. Someone picks up the phone, fingers trembling. It's almost impossible to press 911. Valhalla Cave is bottomless. Even at noon, the sun can't reach the bottom of the cave. When the Chattanooga rescue team arrived hours later, the darkness is still waiting. Rescue workers act like a trained machine. The safety rope of the wrist is fixed. All arrows and knots are double-checked. The first rescuer dug into the shaft. Headlamp caught, only his even breathing in the dark hole. The metal sound of rubbing against the rock wall with the equipment. When they recovered the rope Trevor used, everyone's heart sank. His descent is still fastened. This means his equipment is correct. The problem lies elsewhere. They saw the buckle connecting him slightly open, like an unlocked door. Usually it's fine, but the moment he changed the rope, his body weight is due to seat belt slip. No rope break, no mistakes. A knot is just a little bit of loose metal. Betrayed him at the most critical moment. When the rescuers finally reach the bottom of the cave, the headlights reveal a heartbreaking scene. Trevor lay quietly on the rock. The headlights are still shining faintly, like a dying candle. That little glimmer pierced everyone's heart. Rescue captain takes a deep breath. Press the walkie-talkie. Find them. Sound stable, but tired. Too late above the hole. Trevor's friends heard. Instant collapse. Someone crying. Some people just stared at him. We already know the outcome. But the moment I heard the confirmation, it's as if I've been sucked out of breath. This is the harsh reality of caving. Not huckin' for Trev. He did almost everything right, but underground is almost never enough. A tiny mistake, a small flaw can be fatal. They calculated the risks. Various situations were discussed, but two big principles are missing. Never connect to ropes on the way down. Never hang the knot below the edge. That's the end of today's video. See you next time.